called it peace. I watched them build it. Stone by stone, law by law, silence by silence. A nation crowned itself righteous, draped in order, sharpened by obedience. They spoke of unity while tightening their grip around the throats of the small, the quiet, the forgotten, and they called it peace. They raised towers in my name, not to honor me, but to replace me. Idols of gold, idols of doctrine, idols of power, wearing the mask of virtue. They bowed to systems they created, then dared to whisper my name as if I had blessed them. I did not answer. For a time, I listened instead. I listened to the prayers that slipped through the cracks of their perfect world. Not from rulers, but from those beneath them. The ones buried under their peace. They prayed for relief, for justice, for something to break the weight pressuring down on their lives. And above them, the rulers prayed too. But their prayers were different. They prayed for stability, for control, for their peace to last forever. So I came down, not as light, not as mercy, but as truth. They prayed for peace, so I gave them war. Not the kind they understood, not the banners and marching lines. I gave them fracture. Division in their councils, doubt in their leaders, fear in their streets. Their perfect order began to crack, not from the outside, but from within. They called it chaos. I called it revelation. They asked for counsel, so I gave them serpents. Voices that whispered exactly what they wanted to hear. Advisors who coiled around their thrones, feeding them comfort, feeding them lies, tightening with every word. And still, they listened. Because truth is unbearable to those who worship themselves. They asked for legacy, for the nation to stand eternal. So I gave them destruction. Not all at once. That would have been mercy. I let it rot. Slowly. From the roots they refused to examine. Their monuments began to crumble. Their words lost meaning. Their unity dissolved into suspicion. Brother turned on brother, not because I commanded it, but because it was always there, ordained, waiting. I only removed the illusion. Still, they did not understand. Even as their word unraveled, they lifted their hands and cried out, "Why have you abandoned us?" I was never absent. I was always watching. Waiting for the moment they would see. But they never did. Because arrogance does not kneel. It demands. It blames. It refuses. So I gave them one final truth. I stood before them, not in form, not in flesh, but in something far worse. Understanding. Every lie they told themselves, every cruelty justified in the name of order, every quiet suffering they chose to ignore. I let them see it all, and still they called it peace. That is when I knew this was not ignorance, this was will. I did not bear the willfully blind. You who build idols and call them virtue. You who silence the weak and call it order. You who pray for peace while standing on the necks of others. Hear me now. I not conform to your comfort. I am not your excuse. I'm not the voice that tells you you are right. I am not the end what you pretend to be. You asked for peace. You asked for counsel. You asked for legacy, and I answered, not as you wished, but as you deserved. Look around you. This is your inheritance. This is your truth. This is my judgment. I am God.